So I'm in charge of all those books and programming and stuff. So I want you guys to remember me and come in and see me when school gets out. So I'm going to tell you about our summer reading program and some of the fun activities we're going to do. But before we get into all of that, I think we need to take some of our sillies out. And make sure that we're ready to listen to some Ruby stories. So what I want you guys to do is I want you to go ahead and stand up and make sure you're not touching your paper. That you're keeping your hands to yourself. So we just had a program a couple weeks ago at the library where we had some very special guests. You know what they were? They were snakes. Hey guys, we had lots of snakes at the library. And when the snakes came, we learned a song about kind of shaking our silly down. And it's called Everybody Shake, Shake Like a Rattlesnake. In one part, we're going to raise our hands up high, shake them up high, way in the sky. And then we're going to say, we're going to shake them down low where the snakes like to. And then we're going to go sideways and say, shake it to the side where the snakes like to hide. And we're going to go back this way, scissor and slide. The snakes like to hide. I think you guys can do this. Ready? Here we go. Everybody shake, everybody shake, shake your body like a rattlesnake. Everybody shake, everybody shake, shake your body like a rattlesnake. Shake it up high, way in the sky, shake again, the snakes like to do. Everybody shake, shake your body like a rattlesnake. Shake it to the side, where the snakes like to hide. Shake to the side. Everybody shake, shake your body like a rattlesnake. Good job. All right, stay standing up. We got a couple more things to do. We have a pirate and a real mermaid coming to the library this summer. So we're going to do a pirate one, and I want to see if you guys can do this. All right? I'm One-Eyed Jake, the pirate chief. A terrible, fearsome ocean thief. I have a peg upon one leg, so stand on one leg. You gotta see if you can do this the whole time. I have a hook and a dirty look. Arrgh. I'm One-Eyed Jake, the pirate chief. A terrible, fearsome ocean thief. Alright, so I brought a drum with me today. We're going to play a little game. When I'm drumming, you can move and shake your sillies out before a story. But when I stop, you got to freeze. Alright, let's see how good you are. So the first story that I'm going to share with you all today is called Two Ways to Count to 10. Now this is called, oh, you know what, I'm going to wait till all my friends are sitting quietly. thank you. I see lots of food classes sitting crisscross applesauce. They're bubbling around. Aren't you listening, Arizona? So the first story that I'm going to tell you is from a book called 2 Ways to Count to 10. Now, this book is what's called a folk tale, and that means it's a story that someone told somebody else, and then that person learned it, and they told somebody else, and then that person told somebody else until eventually enough people heard it, they learned it, and they wrote it down in a book. So I'm going to tell you the story rather than read the story, and it's about all the different animals in the forest. And our theme this year is on your mark, get set, read, which is about a race or kind of a competition. So all the animals in the story are going to be competing against each other. So it goes like this. Once upon a time, a long time ago, when all of the animals lived together happily, one of the animals was king of all of the forest. Who do you think? Raise a quiet hand if you think you know what animal was king of all. Right here in the light blue shirt.
A lion.
Ooh, the lion! Let's see, what do you think? A gorilla? You in the red?
A monkey.
A monkey. So normally we think of the lion as the king of all the animals. There is the movie The Lion King, but you know what? In this story, the king of all the animals was not a lion. It was a cat. It was a leopard. Now a leopard is a big cat. He's got spots all over him, and he's very fast, and he's very smart. So the king of all the animals was a leopard, and he had a young daughter. And he was having a conversation with her one day, and he said, you know, I am not going to live forever, so we need to find someone to be the prince. We need someone to marry you who can eventually be the next king of all of the animals. So he had a great idea. He called all of the animals together for a big competition. And they sent the message out on the drum. All of the animals arrived, he had to make a huge circle. And King Leopard came out in the middle and he said, I am looking for someone to be the next king. And I am looking for someone to marry my beautiful daughter. So if you would like to marry her, you need to, number 1, be able to dance well. Number 2, you need to be very strong. And number 3, you need to be very clever, which is another word for what? Smart. So we are looking for someone who is also very, very smart. So he said, in order, you're going to have to dance for my daughter. And to see if you are clever and strong, you need to take this spear, and he had a tall spear, a point on the end. He picked it up with his tail, he threw it up in the air. And if you can count to 10 before it hits the ground, then you can be the next king. So the first animal to try was the elephant. And he was big and slow, and he did a big slow dance. I will be, I can do this. I will be, I can do this. I will be, I can do this. And he took his big trunk and he wrapped it around the spear. He threw it in the air. 1, 2. Was that close to 10? No! And all of the other animals stayed. And the elephant wandered off into the forest. He was very sad. Well, the next animal was a bush ox. And the bush ox came out and he did his own dance. Grabbed the spear in his mouth this time. And he threw it up in the air. 1, 2, 3. Well, the next animal was the chimpanzee. And he was very excited to try. Well, he was definitely a very good dancer. And he had fingers like a human. So he grabbed that spear and he threw it up in the air. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the chimpanzee won. Well, finally it was Lion. And Lion was big. And he was strong. And he was proud. And he said, I will be the big cow lion. He wrapped his tail around the spear. He threw it way up into the air. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not even a big strong lion could do it. Well, one by one, all of the other animals tried to win the contest, but no one could count to 10 before the spear could hit the ground. Finally, there was only one animal left, and that animal was antelope. So antelopes are kind of like a deer. They're very long and sleek. They're strong and powerful, and they have beautiful horns. So antelope came up and he said, I would like to try. And everyone laughed. They said a big, strong elephant couldn't do it, and big, proud lion couldn't do it. What makes you think? Well, the leopard said we shall let him try. Everyone else has had a turn. So the antelope went out, and he did a very elegant dance. Well, the leopard saw that he liked this dance. He was very elegant. So he went to the spear, he grabbed it in his mouth, he threw it up in the air, and he said, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. What? Did he count to 10? How did he count to 10? By 2. So the leopard king said, we were looking for someone who was strong, but we were also looking for someone who was clever. And I said you had to count to 10, but I didn't say how you had to count by 10. And we all know you can count to 10 by 1, but you can also count by 2. Well, what's an even bigger array? 5. We just say 5 10s. So that night, they had a big feast, and all of the animals celebrated because the antelope would be their new All right, make your hands go up. Make your fingers go up. Make your lips go very round. So I have another story to share. Number 1, Sam. Sam was number 1. He was number 1 in speed. He was number 1 at turn. And he was number 1 at finishing in the number 1 spot. Sam was always number 1. So on the day of the big race, Sam wasn't worried one bit. He pulled up to the start. He wished good luck to his best friend Maggie. Good luck. He revved his engine. Boom! They were out. Sam zoomed up to speed and nailed all the turns. He and Maggie were getting as they headed towards the finish line, and then Sam lost. Everyone was cheering for Maggie. Everyone except Sam. Sam couldn't lose. He was the best at speed. He was the best at turns. He was the best at being number one. But he lost. The night before the next race, Sam did not sleep a wink. And at the starting line, Sam was quiet. The car's lined up. The engine's rev. And this time, Sam didn't say anything back. He was way too fast. In fact, he was so distracted, he missed the starting shot. Boom! Matt gave the other racers a huge lead, but Sam quickly gained on them. He took all the turns. He was driving his best as soon as he passed to the front. Sam would be number one again. Yay! But then he saw them. There were 5 chicks crossing the track. He was headed right for them. Sam could steer around the chicks, but would the other racers see them coming? What do you think he should do? Race quietly. What do you think he should do? He should stop. Yeah, then they'd say, what do you think?
He should get out of the, they should stop the race and then, the chicks away from the
They should stop the race from being followed through. All right, let's see what Sam does. Because we know he wants to be number one. Screech! Sam slammed on the brakes. He scurried the chicks safely to the other side of the road, and all of the other racers went by. Oh, Sam finished in last place, but the chicks were thanking him the whole way. You're my idol! I need to make a pit stop! Sam was disappointed. As he approached the finish line, he heard people cheering for all the other racers.
Who's that?
But as he got closer, he realized they were cheering for him. And even though he lost another race, his friends still thought that he was number
That was so good.
And you know what? At the very end of this book, when I picked it for you guys, I noticed there's an alligator. Your alligator who's in the race?
Yeah.
He's in another book, which is one of my favorite books, so I brought this to share with you guys too. So raise your hand if you like watermelon. If you have ever swallowed a watermelon seed, I want you to put a quiet finger on your nose. Okay, so we're going to find out what happens if you swallow a watermelon seed. And this has got our great alligator friend there. I love watermelon. Chomp, chomp, chomp. It's the best. Ever since I was a teeny tiny baby crocodile, it was my favorite. Chomp, slurp, chomp. I like it for breakfast. I like it for lunch. I like a big salty snack for dinner. I love it for dessert. I love watermelon. Go. I just swallowed a seed. I swallowed a seed. It's growing in my gut. Soon the vines are going to come out of my ears. My stomach is going to stretch. My skin will turn pink. I want to be a fruit salad. Oh no. It's growing inside of me. It's happening right now. My stomach feels so funny. Oh, it's a seed. That was close. No more watermelon for me. Never again. It's just one tiny bit. Jump, jump, jump. Oh. All right. So, I need you guys to put on your listening ears so you can learn about the summer reading program for the lovely house. I got some friends up here. Take a deep breath. Let it out. All right. So, when you guys come into the library the day after school gets out, you're going to come to the big library on Baxter Street. You can pick up your reading logs. So if you were reading mostly picture books, you're going to get one with lines, and you're going to write down the names of all of the books that you read during the summer. Now, after you've read 10 books, you're going to bring your reading log back. We'll stamp it. You'll get a name tag to put on our walls, and we have 5 famous places for you to journey with your name tag. We have Busy Town, the 100-acre wood where Winnie the Pooh lives, Alice in Wonderland, Oz, Hogwarts, and Neverland. So when kindergarten. Okay, I'm gonna wait for that. You guys are almost in first grade, so I know that means you know how to sing Criss Cross Applesauce and to listen to it again. I've got some friends up here still. All right, thank you. Much better. So when you come in and you've read 10 books, you're going to get a name tag, and you're going to get a racing lanyard like this. The first wall, you go to Busy Town, which is Richard Scarry, where Lowly Worm lives. After you've read 10 hours, you get a sticker and your Winnie the Pooh button. After 15 hours, you get a reading certificate and your Oz button. After 20 hours, you go to Alice in Wonderland and get her button with the white rabbit, and you get a free temporary tattoo. At 25 hours, or 50 books, you get a free book. That's the end of the program. You get a free book to take home, and you get your Harry Potter button. Now, if you choose to read 100 books, you can go to Neverland, and we have some other special things for those people. But the reading club actually ends at 50 books. So all of the elementary schools in Clark County are competing against each other. The school that has the most children finish the reading program will get to keep this big trophy at their elementary school for a whole year. So if your school, if Barrow has the most kids completed, then Mr. Clemens will get to keep that big trophy here in the media center all year long, so everybody knows what super readers you guys are. Also, every time that you get a button, you get a vote for one of 10 different famous characters. So Winnie the Pooh, Judy B. Jones, Captain Underpants, all these characters are racing. And you get a vote when you read it right here. So, we have one last thing to tell you about. So this is to keep track of your reading. You want everyone to go home at the end of the summer with a racing lanyard and all of your buttons. But each one of you will also go home with today. Your teachers are going to give you a bookmark that has all of the free programs at the library that you guys are going to do. So what I want you guys to do is circle the ones that are your favorites. Put this on the fridge and ask your parents to bring you to the library this summer. We have a program. Now make sure you keep your bubble in your mouth, guys, because I won't be able to get through all this. We have programs with pirates and real life mermaids that you can get a picture taken with. We have a Minecraft craft program. So I want you to look at this and figure out which of these are your favorite, and make sure you ask your mom and dad to bring you to the library. All right.
All right, friends. I hope I see lots of you at the library this summer. I know that we'll be there enjoying lots of these special programs. Make sure that you share that orange thing with your family when it comes home in your folder. Next time folders go home, and I need you to sit still until your teacher asks you to go. Stay in your spot until your teacher is here. We'll start with that. So just stand there for a second.
All right, so we'll see you all this summer. Have a great last few weeks of school.
What?